This last video is to help you with the challenge section. So in this case, we're actually going to be looking at tables and graphs of functions instead of their equations. So let's say, for example, that I ask you to find f of g of 3. Let's rewrite this because you know I don't like the way that that's written. So the first function goes on the outside, second function goes on the inside, but instead of an x, I have a 3. So let's go ahead and plug that in. So just like in that last section that we talked about, the first thing that you want to do is evaluate the innermost function for that number. So g of 3. So what that means is I'm plugging in a 3 for x. Well, look, here I have g of x. Is there a 3 anywhere in this column? There's one right here. What is the value at g of 3? It's 4. So what do I do with this 4? So ideally we would take the 4 and plug it into f, but I can't plug 4 into f because I don't know what the function is, but I can look at the table and say if I'm looking for f of 4, because that's what it would look like if I plugged 4 into f, I can go to the f of x column and look for 4. Well, there it is. What is the value of f of 4? That value is 9. So the answer to this is 9. So it's kind of a roundabout way to find your answer. You have to go through two tables. So you look at the y value of the first table, get the x value. Whatever that x value is, you're going to look for in the y column of the other table, get the x value. That's your answer. So I know this is a little confusing, so let's look at another example. Let's say that we have h of x and m of x. Well, I want to find h of m of 2. So h goes on the outside, m goes on the inside, and 2 is my innermost parentheses. So remember, always start with the first one, m of 2. So it's asking me where the y value is 2. So let's see. Well, the y value is 2 right here. And when the y value is 2, what is the x value? Negative 2. So m of 2 equals negative 2. Well, I want to plug this negative 2 in for h. So over here, I'm going to look for h of negative 2. Well, do we see a negative 2 on the y column? Right here. And what is the value of h of negative 2? Well, that value is 6. So h of m of 2 equals 6. So if you want to go ahead and pause the video and answer the challenge problem number 1, you can. That one deals with tables. And then you can come back and we're about to look at the graph next. So here's the graph of these two functions. We have f of x, we have g of x. It looks like f of x is some linear function, g of x is some type of quadratic function. It actually looks like the parent function. So if I want to find f of g of 2, the first thing that we need to do is find g of 2. So how do we find g of 2 on the graph? Well, I know what the x value is. The x value is 2. I need to know what the y value is. So if I go to the x value of 2, what is my y value for g? Well, if my x value is 2, the y value is 4. So if the y value is 4, I'm going to write that down. That's what I'm going to plug in to my f function. So now I'm going to find f of 4. That means I'm going to go to the x value 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then go up until I hit the f function, and I get 1. So f of g of 2 equals 1.